from Jesse. Okay, worst case scenario, Gonzo or Manning gets hurt. Who are we confident in backing them up?
That would be a tough, and I mentioned it earlier. I didn't talk about it too much. I do have a little bit of concern at corner in terms of depth, just because I haven't really seen a lot of these guys. Just another positive. I think Gonzales is really, really, really talented and could be one of the better corners that's come through here in a while. I was talking to a couple people at media a couple of days ago. When he walks by, he would have played outside linebacker in like a Nick Aliotti scheme in like 2008. Like he's bigger than the AJ Tuatelli was the comparison I made of like, he's a big guy and he moves really, really well. I was told this is like, there's a world where he's one and done at Oregon because he could be NFL draft eligible after this year. I was told that that's a possibility. And Manning is supposedly had a really strong camp too, in terms of just being healthy and being one of the leaders. So I think you're in a good spot with those two. I don't know much about after. I think Avante Dickerson's the first name that comes to mind. I thought he had some nice moments in spring. Again, we're not really getting a lot to be able to watch a lot in the fall. So it's hard for me to really address what I've seen this fall. There are some newcomers who are here. I know Kamari Terrell's gotten a lot of hype, a lot of praise from people. Jaleel Tucker as well. But those guys are – I don't know if you guys saw the updated heights and weights. You guys probably did because you guys are probably duck addicts like I am. Tucker's 165 and Terrell's 174, man. Like that's a little bit concerning. That's a little concerning for me if you're going to try to play press with those guys. Those guys are an Oregon will
like 190.
Yeah, you want those. I mean, that's like Gonzales is like 202 or something like that. Like he's a big dude.
6'1", 195. That's ideal for me, man. If you're a corner, I want you 6'1", 195. That's perfect.
So it's like when you're talking about 165 guys trying to play press against college receivers, especially if you're going up against a big school.
Stanford.
That's a problem.
Those receivers. Those receivers at Stanford are like 7'13" and 300 pounds, but run fast still. Yeah, imagine 165 pounds trying to press coverage against a Stanford receiver.
So yeah, I think that's. When we talk about concerns, I talked about a little concern about just offensive line earlier. I think defensively, for me, it is depth at corner. I think you've got two really good starters there with Gonzales and Manning. I don't think there's any question who starts. Those two guys are your starting corners. I think afterwards I go Dickerson's probably maybe your third guy, but I really can't say that with too much confidence. Yeah.
Is Jamal playing linebacker this year?
Jamal's still playing that hybrid nickel star position.
Just put him at linebacker. Just throw him in linebacker, man. I just want to see him play linebacker.
I think he and Bossa are so similar physically. I would love to see to find a way to get as many of those guys in the field together as possible. But yeah, as far as I can tell, they still star.
Of course.